There. Okay, we're recording. Good. I was telling Ingrid that because I'm teaching so many online classes a week now, I'm trying to figure out like how to do this in a way that I don't have to reorganize my dining room every single class.
Right.
I've taught like 2 already today, and I've like hauled the dining room table into the living room and back. So I feel like this might work. You might hear the scampering of my boys downstairs, but hopefully they're not screaming. Okay, it's 6:01. I think more people are coming, so we'll just hang on a few more minutes, maybe 2 more minutes. No, Amanda's here. Hi, Amanda. I didn't even see you pop in. Does everyone have like a little notepad and a pen? We're not necessarily doing like journaling, but I want it to be near your yoga mat so you can scribble like one word down periodically throughout class. I'm going to assume that your silence means yes. And how do I wait a few more seconds here?
You just faced a different way today.
I'm faced at the...
Not faced, but the screen is...
flipped?
No, it's
vertical instead of horizontal.
Yeah, vertical, yes. Yeah,
I can turn... Would it be better if it was the other way?
That's just the main difference. I don't know if that will change anything, but...
Okay, that's good to know. Well, we'll see, and you can give me feedback after. Because yeah, I can turn it the other way, but I don't think you'll be able to see my whole body. Okay, so let's get cruising. Press mute if you haven't already. And come on down to sit. We almost made it through the tumultuous 2020. It has been a wild year for all of us. And I think my intention for tonight's practice is to kind of like dive into it, to like dance with the chaos a little bit. And I won't do too challenging of a Vinyasa practice, but we'll do a few things that get your heart pumping and get your breath pacing a little more than usual. And we'll take time out periodically throughout class just to write down little notes to ourselves for the next year about how we can stay present and stay connected. So let's start sitting up nice and tall. Take your hands to face down on your thighs and close your eyes. Close your eyes. Take a long, deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth wide. Exhale out all your air. Let it all go. Take another deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth wide. Exhale out all your air. This time, breathe in through your nose. Gather a little more air at the tip of your inhale. And then a really loud, audible sigh takes that breath out. Now press your hands together at heart center and sit with me here for a moment. Most of you have been practicing with me long enough to know that I believe in magic. I believe in the power of manifestation and power of positive thinking. And tonight we're going to all believe, or at least make believe, in that together. So I want you to choose one word to embody what you want to manifest in your life in 2021. Money, love, sex, fame, happiness, joy, creativity. What is it? One word. No one else needs to know this but you. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth wide and exhale. Let's Om 3 times. Inhale. Take your hands down onto your lap. Place your palms on your thighs, and then just let's start with some really, really chilled out, enjoyable, delicious neck rolls. So start to roll your head around, pinching your shoulders up towards your ears as you do this. Roll your head around in one direction a few times. And then roll your head around in the opposite direction that same amount of times, maybe once, twice, or 3. When you come back to center, perk your shoulders up towards your ears and drape your shoulders down your back. So 3 shoulder rolls in one direction. Exaggerate the action. Be dramatic. Allow yourself to feel really, really, really good. Switching directions after those 3 circles. Good. And now inhale, sweep your arms up overhead, kiss your fingertips together at the top. Exhale, lower your hands down through heart center. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, stretch your arms up and over. Look to your thumbs. Exhale, lower your hands down. Again, inhale, extend and reach your arms high. But this time, as you exhale, can you take your right hand to the floor and sweep your left arm up and over? This is one of those delicious side body stretches. Breathe into your left side ribs. Feel them opening and then contracting. Feel them pressing against your skin. Look down towards your mat. Take a big breath in. Exhale, sink even deeper. Inhale, drift back up. And right back down. So you're lowering to the other side. Let your gaze soften towards the floor and then allow your breath to take your body into these deep stretches. Inhale, bring your hands back up overhead, bend into your elbows, make goalpost arms and create fists with your hands, then drop those fists down and just rock them side to side, begging dog. A Vinyasa practice will put some pressure on your wrists for sure. So we take this time out to prepare. Good, and then spread your fingers wide and twinkle through your fingers. Just start to shake each of your fingers. Wiggle your fingers and now tap your elbows together. Place your palms together in front of your face. And then it's like you're playing peekaboo. Open your arms wide. Close your arms together. Open your arms wide. Let's do this 3 more times. 2. 1 more time, kiss your elbows together and then lower your hands down onto your thighs and pick your body up, come onto all 4s. There's a predictability in Vinyasa flow classes that is really, really nice and feels really safe. So we'll go right into some familiar shapes, starting with cat-cow. Now I know you know cat-cow. Can you close your eyes and do these spinal undulations, this flexion and extension, in a way that feels the best for your body? And maybe that's really fast, maybe it's really slow. Perhaps the movements are big or even quite small. In fact, your cat-cow might not look like a typical predictable cat-cow. Maybe it's a little more fluid, with some of that rounding taking you from one side to the next. Sometimes students like to stick out their tongue when they cruise through these shapes. Just find a version that suits you. Meeting down in a neutral spine, take your knees wide, bring your big toes to touch and melt your body down. Here's child's pose. What a nice little place to rest. 5 deep breaths here. Inhale, perk yourself right back up onto all fours, so back to where we were. And this time, take your right leg, stretch your right leg back, and extend your left arm forward. As you inhale, lift your left thumb, lift your right heel, and as you exhale, slowly, slowly tap your knee towards your elbow. If you touch, that's cool. It doesn't have to connect. And then extend your leg out. I'd like you to just keep moving through this action. See if you can fuse it with breath. And resist the temptation to go super fast. In fact, could you turn down the speed by about 50%? And as you go slower and slower through this movement, it's almost like you're pushing your body through quicksand or honey. Start to notice where your body feels achy. In your shoulder, your wrist, your core. Let's do one more together, and then right away, release the hand, release the knee. Switch sides, lift your right thumb and your left leg, and begin that movement again. Finding a little bit of fluidity, making this feel more like a dance than a yoga shape. Can you fuse your breath with the movement, and now slow it down? Gently release your hand, release your knee, flex your feet. Flex your feet, sit your hips back towards your heels, and turn your fingers to face your bodies. Your fingers face your body, your hips sitting down onto your heels, round into your spine by any amount, and push your fingers into the floor so just your wrists start to lift off the earth. Take a big breath in, feel that sensation along the tops of your hands, and then lean back. So now your spine is aligned over your feet, and do begging dog with your wrists again. Bend into your fingers and just float your hands left and then right. Now shake those palms. Shake, shake, shake. Place your hands down onto the floor. Flex your feet. Plug your belly button into your spine. Look ahead and lift your knees just a few inches off the floor. Straight away, decide you don't like that and kick your hips high, downward facing dog. Get into it. So bend into one knee, bend into the other knee. Really see what serves you here. Flexing and extending your arms, maybe your legs. You could shake your head yes and no, stick out your tongue, growl, grunt, whatever feels nice. And then bring your feet together, so they're quite close together, and walk them over towards the right side of your yoga mat. Turn your toes out towards the right long edge of your yoga mat. Push the floor away with your hands and bend into your knees. So we can't ski this winter. This is your yoga skiing pose that you can make believe you're rushing down the slopes in if you're like me and you're super missing out on that. And then walk over to the left side of your yoga mat, feet together, bend into your knees, push the floor away, and just do a few pulses here. Good. Bring your legs back through center, drop your knees to the floor, and turn the tops of your feet onto the floor. Now rest your tummy over your thighs. Take your hands back behind you. You're in this little turtle shape. And if you want, again, you can twinkle your fingers and your wrists here. Take a big breath in. Exhale. Inhale, crawl your body back up onto all fours, straight into downward facing dog. And would you walk your hands back? Walk your hands back to meet your feet. And when they get there, take your peace and love fingers, wrap them around your big toes. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend at your elbows. Let the crown of your head dump towards the earth. Your knees can bend so much here. And the act of extending your legs actually feels like it's coming from your tailbone. So try to lift your tailbone up to the sky while you're continually dumping your head down. All the stuff you don't need from 2020, all the fear, the uncertainty, the worry, the drama, the trauma, let it dump out of your brain here. Give yourself just 1 hour without it. Start to lift your gaze up. Walk your hands forward. Walk your feet forward. You're like a great big bear cruising through the forest. Walk to the top of your yoga mat. Press your hands into your shins. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Push down through your feet. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Lift up and look up. And exhale, place your hands at your heart center. Surya Namaskar A. Start with your hands in mountain pose so they're directly alongside your body. Close your eyes. Feel your feet piercing down into the floor, your shoulders draping down your back. And I want you to think about abundance, okay? Abundance. And what this means for you, and set an intention, make a wish, make a manifestation for abundance for yourself in 2021. Maybe you double your income. Maybe you ask for a raise. Maybe you create or gain something that is of value to you. Say the word abundance quietly to yourself as you inhale and stretch your arms up overhead, reaching back for a gentle back bend. And then exhale, fold forward down to the earth. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant your palms, step into a high plank pose. Hold here, take a breath in. Exhale, drop your knees, drop your chest, and drop your chin to the floor. Turn the tops of your feet onto the floor, peel your shoulder blades back. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, move through child's pose into downward facing dog. Abundance, 5 breaths. Close your eyes and visualize this abundance showering you in 2021. So what does that look like? What does that look like? Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth wide. Exhale, bend deep into your knees. Look forward, bear crawl to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, sweep your arms right up overhead. And exhale, your hands land at your heart. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Ground through the 4 corners of your feet. Think about that intention of abundance yet again. But this time, think about what stands in the way. For example, if your intention for abundance is to make more money, but you're too scared to ask for a raise because of the current global situation, what would happen if you made the decision right now to do it anyways? What stands in your way? Take a deep breath in. Breathe in that idea of abundance. Lift your arms up overhead. As you exhale, fold forward. Let it all go. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant your palms, step back into your plank pose, lower your elbows halfway or all the way. Inhale into your back bend. Exhale, find downward facing dog. 5 breaths here in downward facing dog. Interrogating these things that are holding you back from wealth, whatever that means. It could be monetary, it could be something else. Take a big breath in through your nose. Open your mouth wide. Exhale, bend into your knees, and you're bear walking all the way to the top of your mat. Well, when you get there, inhale, perk your chest and your gaze up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, push through your feet, stretch your arms up overhead. Exhale, your hands to your heart. Take one hand on your heart, take one hand on your belly, close your eyes, and just imagine that manifestation of abundance coming true. Feel it in your body. Bend into your knees. Your feet are hip distance apart here, and send your arms out in front. Spread your fingers wide. Drape your tailbone down, engage your core. There's so much strength here, but you're still in the driver's seat, right? So you can go really low and it gets really tricky, or you can come up a little higher and give yourself some peace from that intensity. Close your eyes. Close your eyes and think about strength and power. Strength and power, and set the manifestation now for strength and power. Maybe you want to become stronger. You want to see your abs. I've had that one for an intention for like 20 years. Maybe you want to become a thought leader in your community. Can you set an intention around this idea of strength and power? Don't judge it, just make it. And then inhale, lift your arms up overhead. Exhale, topple, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step back into your plank pose. Hold there, and breathe in that idea of strength and power. You know that it takes hard work, right? It takes perseverance. It's going to feel frustrating at times. It might make you angry, but you do it anyway. Take a deep breath in and then exhale, come down to the floor because you know there will be rest. There will be glory. Inhale, loop your shoulders back, baby cobra. Exhale, press up and back, find downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Exhale out all your air. Look forward. Please step your right foot between your hands. Step your feet as wide apart as you need to so that you feel stable here. And then inhale, reach your arms up overhead. You're in a warrior lunge. Your hands can be bound or separated. Imagine yourself being the embodiment of that intention of strength and power that you just set. What do you look like? Who are you around? What are the words that you speak? Take a deep breath in. Exhale, place your hands down to the floor. Catapult your body back through plank, down to the earth, and then into that sweet back bend of baby cobra before you cruise into downward facing dog. Upon arriving in downward dog, step your left foot forward, scissor your thighs together, and stretch your arms up. Find the facial expression of power. What do you look like when you're powerful? How will people see you? What is the way that your facial expression shows how strong you are? Are you smiling? Are you grunting? Are you laughing? Take a breath in. Exhale, place your hands down to the floor. Step back, plank pose. Lower just halfway if you can. Inhale this time into upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog or child's pose, 5 breaths. Bend into your knees, look forward, hop or step forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, drop your hips, inhale, chair pose, and then exhale, come all the way up to stand. Take your hands alongside your body, close your eyes. Silently say to yourself, I am strong, I am powerful. I am strong, I am powerful. Second variation of Surya Namaskar A. This time bring your big toes together. Your big toes come together. Inhale, bend into your knees, stretch your arms out in front, and then place your hands together at your heart. If you have back issues, stay here. Otherwise, turn and rotate towards the right, placing your left elbow across your right thigh. Press your hands together. Could you gaze up? Squeeze your knees together, draw your tailbone down, pull your hands back through center, and rotate to the opposite side. Push your top hand into your bottom hand. Look up. Squeeze your knees together, draw your tailbone down, come back through center, stretch your arms up, inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, plant your palms, step back into plank pose, hold here. What prevents you from being strong and powerful? What and who might prevent you from being strong and powerful? Notice that. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale and squish your body all the way onto your mat, let that person and that feeling go. Loop your shoulders back, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your right foot forward, reach up, warrior lunge. Exhale, place your hands onto the floor, float back through your vinyasa. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward, warrior lunge on the other side. Your heart rate is pounding here. Lower your hands to the floor. Float through your vinyasa. You can always skip it and meet us in downward dog. Because here we go. Downward facing dog or child's pose, 5 breaths. Every breath in, you breathe in power. You breathe in your strength. Every breath out, you literally imagine that you're blowing away whatever's holding you back from being strong. Bend your knees, look forward, step forward. Inhale, perk your chest up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend into your knees, stretch your arms up. Exhale, come to stand. Place one hand here on your heart, one hand on your belly. Close your eyes. I am strong, I am powerful. 3 times to yourself. Come back to the top of your yoga mat. Place both hands on your belly. Take your feet together so your big toes are touching. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, sit down into an imaginary chair. Keep your hands here on your belly, your center of creativity, your center of sensuality. And set an intention. As you sink your hips even deeper into this chair, set an intention for your own creativity. How can you be creative this year? Fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant your palms, step back into plank pose. Hold here. You can always come down onto your knees or onto your forearms if this is too much. Otherwise, we're here for 5, 4, 3, strong legs, 2, and on 1, slowly bend your elbows so they slide alongside your body and come right down to the floor. Drop your forehead onto the floor. Bring your big toes together and interlace your hands behind your back. Pin your shoulder blades towards one another. Inhale, lift everything up. It doesn't matter how high you go. Breathe here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower either cheek to the floor. Close your eyes. Shift your hips and be still. Second variation of Shalambhasana, you might do the same thing, or you might bend into your knees, stretch your hands back to catch the outside edges of your feet or your ankles, push your pubic bone down and lift up by any amount. Your gaze can stay down or look up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the opposite cheek down to the floor. Quiet here. Good, very good. Place your hands alongside your body, curl up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale through your nose. Open your mouth wide, exhale, let everything go, sigh here. Inhale, stretch your right leg high. Bend your right knee so your heel falls towards your bum. Open your right knee towards the sky. And then slowly, slowly step your right foot between your hands. Inhale, stretch both arms up overhead. Warrior 1. In this lunge variation, your back heel is lifted. Sink down through your right knee. Draw your tailbone down, lift up, look up. How can you be creative? How can you express your creativity in the upcoming year? Inhale, reach up a little higher. Exhale, rotate towards the left. Find warrior two. Intersect your right heel with the back arch of your left foot. Open your arms wide and gaze over your right fingers. Drive your right knee down a little further. Squeeze your thighs together. Inhale. Exhale, soft lips, strong limbs. Inhale. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Inhale, take your left hand down your back thigh. Reach your right arm up and over. Look up to your right fingers. Inhale. And as you exhale, place your right elbow on your right thigh and extend your left arm alongside your left ear. If this pose feels strong in your body, maybe you take your right arm up alongside your right ear too, and imagine you're holding on to the whole wide world in your hands, this beautiful, fragile world. Don't drop it. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sink deeper through your front knee. Inhale, straighten your arms and your legs, lift up and reach back, exalted triangle. Press through your front foot, breathe in to stretch those right fingers back behind you. And as you breathe out, turn your right fingers down towards your shin and stretch your left arm high. Squeeze your bum cheeks together, push through the outside edge of your back foot. Can you set your left thumb right above your nose? Look at it like it's your arrow that you're about, a bow that you're about to shoot an arrow through. And then press into your feet, lift up and back. That exalted triangle meets you one more time. Now bend through your front knee and take your right fingers to the upper right corner of your yoga mat. Readjust here if you need to, if you're working in a small space like we all are right now. Launch off your back foot, lift your back leg up and rotate your toes so they're facing the wall or the left side of your yoga mat. Keep rotating your left hip open. Your left foot is flat. Now maybe take your left arm high. Find creativity in this pose. That might mean a bind. You might take your back foot into your back hand. You might reach your right fingers off the floor to your heart. This is called poet's pose. How's that for creativity? Take a big breath in. And exhale, slowly step to the top of your yoga mat. Both hands come back to your belly. Catch yourself here, 5 breaths. From the top of your yoga mat, inhale, sink down into your chair. Same thing on the left side. Inhale. Exhale, float to the earth. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, plant your palms, step back into your plank pose. Hold here. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, lower halfway or all the way before coming up into your back bend. Go to downward facing dog. And as soon as you get there, ground your right foot. Stretch your left leg high into the sky. Bend your left knee. Find that opening through your groin and slowly, cautiously step your left foot between your hands. Stretch forward through the crown of your head. Lift all the way up. Here's that wonderful warrior lunge where you get to embody you as your most strong and powerful self. Open into warrior two. Bend deep into your front knee. Your arms are spread wide and your gaze rests over your middle finger. Think of all the ways that you have been creative, maybe in this past year. So many people have learned new skills. What have you done to appease that side of yourself, that fire in you that needs stimulation? Take your back hand down your back thigh, lift your left arm up and over, exalted warrior. And as you come forward into side angle pose, taking your right arm up alongside your right ear, decide if you want to go for strength or stability. Maybe your left arm comes up alongside your ear too. Bend deeper into that front knee, stay with it, and then cartwheel your arms back as you straighten out your front leg, exalted triangle. And now as you drift into full Trikonasana by taking your left hand down towards your shin and setting that right thumb right above your nose, think about whether or not there were any creative things that you wanted to do this year that you didn't. Could you start tomorrow? Push through your feet, lift up and back, another exalted triangle here. And then bend into your front knee. Take your left hand towards the upper left edge of your yoga mat and lift up your right leg. Your right hand will follow. The most creative manifestation of this pose is poet's pose, where your left hand comes to your heart, but maybe your version is different. Play here. Strength, power, creativity, abundance, you have it all. It's right here in this pose. And when you've had enough, come to stand at the top of your yoga mat, one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Close your eyes, breathe here. 5 breaths, please. Good, blink open your eyes. Ground through your right foot, bend into your left knee. And take your right hand and just push your right hand, bend into your left knee. Take your left hand and push your left hand into your left knee. So push that knee away. And then push the knee into the hand. That's a lot of work. And now rotate that leg and find a tree pose, whatever that looks like for you. Lock your eyes on something totally still. Lift up through your chest. And take whatever arm variation you want. Branches wide open, maybe hands at your heart. Breathing here. And gently pull that knee forward. Place your foot back down onto the floor. Close your eyes. Stillness in mountain pose. Feel what's happening. Bend into your right knee. Take your hand onto your thigh and push the thigh against your hand against your thigh. This only works if you really try. You gotta really push. Good. And from that place of strength and stability, with your eyes locked on something still, your core really zipped up, can you find tree pose? Hands can come to the heart. They might extend up overhead. Breathe here. Slowly release your body back down to mountain pose. Take one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Can you feel the chi, the prana rising? Moving from that fast, action-packed practice to something slower and sweeter. And now take your feet wide on your yoga mat. Take your feet wide on your yoga mat. Your heels are turning in, your toes are turning out. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, bend into your knees and start to fold forward here. Place your fingers beneath your shoulders. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, let it all go. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Your head is heavy. And here we are again, back at the garbage dump. Can you drop everything from your mind's eye that happened in 2020 that made you angry or frustrated or sad or fearful? Just dump it out. We don't need the leftovers of this year to come with us into 2021. Dump them all out. Tie up that trash and visualize yourself putting a big bag of garbage in the dump. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, take your hands to your heart and come to a long spine. You're standing again. Can you heel toe your feet in just a few inches? They're wider than hip distance, not as wide as they just were. Bend into your knees and take your hands onto your thighs. Big breath in. As you exhale, drop one shoulder down and peer over the opposite shoulder. Inhale to come back through center. Exhale, drop the opposite shoulder down, peer to the other side, and come back through center. Try that one more time on either side. And now pull through center, dip your tailbone down so you can feel your pubic bone scooping up. Place your hands at your heart. This is your power and your strength. We're pulsing for 10. These pulses are so small, just a few inches. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way up to stand. Shake your bum side to side and step to the top of your yoga mat. We're coming down to the earth. Let's flow there. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, plant your palms. Could you move directly into downward facing dog? Take a breath in. Push that breath out. Inhale into pigeon pose with your right knee. Right knee drives under your right wrist, behind your right wrist rather, as your left leg stretches back. If you prefer deer pose, take that. If you prefer thread the needle, take that. Whichever variation you come into, I want you to choose a variation that feels really safe. As we come into these hip flexor stretches that put a lot of impact on your knee joints and your hip joints, can we think about manifesting a feeling of safety? Word of the year. Safety in our bodies, in our minds, in our relationships as we embark on 2021. What do you need to feel safe this coming year? What do you already have to make you feel safe? Take a big breath in through your nose. Exhale, soften, linger in this shape a little longer. And could you decide on a safe departure from this pose, a safe transition before you move into the same shape on the opposite side? We'll meet there. So your left leg coming forward if you're taking pigeon or deer. It's your left ankle crossing your right shin or thigh rather if you're taking thread the needle. And as you linger here, you have a full minute. Can you silently repeat to yourself, I am safe. I am safe. I am protected. Really patiently pull your body back upright. Come to sit with both legs stretched straight out in front. Inhale your arms up overhead like you're blossoming, and then coming right back into your shell. Forward fold Dandasana. This feels like a really safe place to go. Walk your hands into your body, lift up only so much to take the soles of your feet together and fold back down. Wrapping your hands around your feet, curling your spine and your gaze right in towards your own centerpiece that is your body. Breathe here. Inhale, lift back up. Take your knees together. Could you lower right down onto your back? Come down onto your back. When you get there, squish your knees into your heart and just start to rock side to side. Start to rock side to side. Feel your body shifting as it kisses the floor beneath you. If you have a ponytail in your hair like I do, you can take it out here. Place the soles of your feet down on the floor. Imprint through your heels. Inhale, pick up your bum. Interlace your hands beneath your back. Bridge pose. Your final manifestation, happiness. What makes you happy? What made you happy beneath the dark cloud of 2020? What brought you joy despite everything else? What is realistic that you can create, that you can invite, that you can manifest in 2021 that will make you smile and laugh? Maybe it's a person, maybe it's a puppy, maybe it's a craft, maybe it's a yoga practice. Inhale, lift your pelvis even higher, and then exhale, lower down. Rock your knees left to right. I'll give you the option today of doing this exact bridge pose again, of taking one of your blocks or blankets or even a book under your pelvis and taking a restorative bridge pose, or of coming with me into a more intense and advanced variation called full wheel. If you're coming into full wheel, place your hands onto the floor beside your ears, your fingers face your shoulders. Spread your toes wide, push through your feet, and lift up onto the top of your head. You could stay here. Keep drawing your tailbone down, and then maybe lift your heart, lift your chest. You can work from your feet or your tippy toes. Keep your gaze straight ahead. Take a big breath in. What brings you joy? Exhale, tuck your chin into your chest. Lower everything down to the earth. Hug your knees into your heart. Give yourself a great big hug and rock side to side. Push your body over towards the right. Open your arms wide. Find a spinal twist. 5 breaths. Inhale, pull your knees back through center. Stamp your feet onto the floor. A moment in neutral just to readjust to the other side. Find your spinal twist in the opposite direction. And inhale, bring your legs back through neutral. Let's close with happy baby pose. Catch the outside edges of your feet and just rock from side to side. You might turn this into the archer, the bow and arrow shape by rolling to the right and extending your right leg as you bend your left knee in, and then rolling to the left, extend your left leg, bend your right knee in. A little bit of playfulness here, and if there are any other shapes that you need to feel complete in today's practice, take those now. If you're content, if your body feels right, go ahead and sink down into sweet, sweet Shavasana. Extend your legs down on your yoga mat. Place your palms on your belly or maybe alongside your body. Turn your palms to face up. Please close your eyes. Start to let go of control. Let go of breath control. Relax your neck. Relax your head. Relax your lips. And for the next few minutes here, can you allow your whole body to absolutely relax? Ever so slowly, start to bring little movements into your fingers and your toes. Inhale, stretch your arms up overhead. Exhale to relax. Bend your knees, squeeze them in towards your chest, roll over onto the right side of your body, and crawl yourself up to your seat. Find that pen and paper, maybe it's a marker, whatever you're working with. And I'd like you to write down, or maybe even draw. You can write or you can draw, whatever your first response or reaction is to the following words, okay? This is your 2021 master plan. Abundance, right? Or draw, whatever comes to your mind's eye when you hear the word abundance. Can you make it even more specific? Like if you wrote down money, maybe you write down $30,000. And if you wrote down $30,000, maybe you write down $30,000 from XYZ. Number 2, power. write or draw whatever comes to your mind's eye. Number 3, strength. Number 4, creativity. Number 5, safety. Number 6, self-care or self-love. And finally, number 7 is relationships. I'll give you a minute to finesse these. And place your pen and paper down. Take your hands to your heart. Rush your hands against one another really, really fast. Rub, 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 rub. Take your warmed up palms filled with chi and energy. Place them over your eyes. Big breath in. Open your mouth wide. Exhale. Massage down your face. Return your hands to heart center. I believe in the power of manifestation. I believe that anything is powerful if we put our mind to it, if we tell people about it, if we make the decision to do it. I will give you the choice tonight to leave in the chat box. You don't have to talk to anyone about it, to just write in the chat box one of the many things that you created in your manifestation tonight. Make it real. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth wide and exhale. Inhale, let's close with Om just once. Thank you so much for practicing tonight and every Sunday night. We appreciate you. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. Namaste. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll hang out. If you're willing to sneak one of your manifestations into the chat box before you leave, I dare you to. Let's see if I can find a chat box on this version and I'll do it too. There you go. My friends, have a happy new year. Maybe we will see you in January. Just $60 if you want to join in January. You can e-transfer it. Don't buy it online or else it's more. And it's all yen in January because I feel like that's just nice for the first month. Yay, says Ingrid. I actually thought of you when I made that decision. I was like, I know someone who will like this. Okay, very cool. Have such a great night, everybody. Thank you.